Right, I don't know. I'm gonna try 60 for this video. Yeah, so today's just gonna be a short video on how I got into balisong flipping. So I can't remember what year it was, but I was like probably still in high school. I mean, I'm still pretty young, but like, maybe 4 or 5, maybe even like, yeah, probably like 5 years ago. I was like just on YouTube doing whatever, and I saw the Kuma film butterfly knives video. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so sick. I really want to learn it. And I'm like, oh, what's a butterfly knife? What's this? And I just kept looking into it. I was like, oh, that's amazing. I really want to, get into the hobby. And like, then I think I saw Addison Chu's video. I know like a lot of people should know that, like, part of the hobby. I used to watch like Addison Chu video when he did this video of the Trison, the Squiddy Bee. I think I watched that Squiddy Bee video like 50 times because like, oh, that's so sick. What a good review. I really want to get in this hobby. And I really wanted to get a Squiddy or just any type of balisong type of thing to flip. Mom wouldn't really let me because, whole knife-like thing, even a Squiddy, I couldn't get one for a while. Especially since like ordering stuff to where I live is really like, accent might sound British. I'm not British. I live in a third world country, but regardless, mom wouldn't let me. Shipping stuff to our country is like really expensive, like really expensive. Like sometimes you pay 150. Like right now, any car older than like 5 to 10 years, you're paying 160% the value of the car with shipping to get your car, and then you still have to insure it and pay for a bunch of other stuff. So it's like it's really expensive. Shipping stuff, you're like, okay, minimum of like 80% tax on the item. It fluctuates unless it's like computer stuff, which might get like a lower rate because they're considered essentials or like school essentials. Anywho, so watched the Addison True video, really wanted one, couldn't get a Squiddy for a while. Kind of got into the Will Hirsch videos. I was like, oh no, this is cool, I'd want to flip. Then kind of forgot about it for a little bit. When I say forgot, I mean COVID happened, you move on, you play games, you graduate from school, going to college. Then I think after finishing community college, I was like back into I started working after like doing some holiday kind of stuff. I started working and like I realized I was like, oh, I'm making like an okay amount of money, right? Maybe I could finally buy a balisong. I was like, okay, my friend got a 3D printer. So I tried 3D printed balisongs and like they were okay. I had those for like maybe a month. I was like, okay, I can do, I don't know, when I first started, I was like, okay, I could do a thumb roll because I learned it from pen spinning. I was like, okay. And I learned how to do like an aerial, and I was like really happy with that. And I started learning like index roll and stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm getting somewhere with it. Tried to learn the like, behind the 8 ball. And I used to think the behind the 8 ball was harder than the helix, and it just wasn't working. This one fights me now because, again, it's been beat to hell. And yeah, this is all about maybe a year and like a couple months ago. So I started flipping 2023. And when I was looking for a budget Bali to get, it was like the Nabali's Lightning. But I like heard of Squid Industries. I like Squid Industries. I was like, okay, I really want to get a Squid Industries balisong. So, I looked at the price. I was like, oh, I didn't know how bad it was to like pay for import stuff because I was mainly using the computer fees, which again, the computer fees, you pay for a computer, you might pay like maybe 10% of the price in value, like shipping, like apart from your shipping fees, the tax as well. You might pay like 10% before your shipping fees and all the other stuff the company does for you. But you might pay 10%, like, okay, it's not that bad. My laptop was not that bad. Maybe if I order this, pay for it full price, then I'll be able to, get it. It won't be too expensive. It would just be like, another purchase that I made. So I made the purchase, right? And it was a good chunk of the amount I got paid. But I was like, okay, I really want to get in this hobby. I'm just going to pay the price, right? Paid the price. Next paycheck comes. I was like, okay, cool, waiting for it. Then it came. And then they asked me to pay to receive the knife. And when I looked at the amount they were asking me for, I was like, I'm basically buying this twice. A little more than twice to get the knife that I already paid for. And it's like, okay, cool. The taxes, the service charge, the weight charge, courier charge, blah, blah, blah. All that added up. I was like, damn, this is a really expensive hobby. But main reason I got into flipping was watching stuff like Will Hirsch, Addison Tree, that cool flip. And then I started watching Blade Bias. Blade Bias as well really got me to want to flip. Really got me to enjoy flipping, the hobby. Really love what Ethan does. Blade Bias is the best content channel for balisong flipping, and literally prime subscriber. Looking at the first video that they do, wait, anytime he uploads, I'm there like immediately to watch the video, and I really enjoy what he does. And then after watch a bunch of blade buys, kept flipping, kept wanting to improve. Then I started learning more about knives, washers, bushings, blah blah blah. And then yeah, so the main reason I got into flipping is just watching videos on YouTube, wanting to get into something, then finally being able to do it. But when the cost of it kind of stunted me for a little bit, and I was just really happy to at least have a good trainer at the time. And this got me through my initial first 3 months of flipping. First 3 to 4 months off flipping, this was like the only bally I had. I traveled with this bally. We went for my sister's graduation. I did like a whole bunch of stuff with this. It was really great. So that's how I got into flipping. And this with my Beatmaker V4. Again, handle slap, all that top. And I tightened this before this video, tightened and oiled, and just does what it wants. It pinches me a lot, right? And this is why, again, I wish that the V5 had not just hardened blade, but bushings also. So I'd be like, oh, cool. It's basically a direct upgrade. Like, literally get one in blue and be like, okay, it's just a direct update to this. I could beat this more. A little bit, maybe swap the blades or something. But I was like, okay, I get to enjoy it. Regardless, that's how I got into flipping. And yeah, that's my story.